we'll send that to our friends who've requested that, and it's always available to you as well. If there's a class that you enjoy or something that we did that feels really good, feel free and ask. I'm always happy to do that if I remember to hit record. So we're going to begin standing today. And so allow yourself to find a place, like in the middle of the mat, sort of how mine is, and you're all muted, but you can always say something if you need to. Good morning, Holly. And so find yourself standing in the middle of the mat, the width, wide area of it, and beginning in a Qigong type of stance. The feet are shoulder width distant or so. And take a moment to rock from the ball of the foot to the heel. Finding your footing, noticing the supported sensation that you find when the ground meets you. We talk about standing on our own 2 feet, but really we're being supported by the earth beneath us. Allow the knees to have a soft bend in them. It could even be an imaginary bend. The idea is that energy can easily move through the body when there's that slight bend in the knee, and also it's very strengthening to the legs. The center of gravity, the dantian, sinks downwards towards the ground. And the spine is raised up, the crown of the head, the bai wei, this area where all of these points converge, these meridians, and you're drawn upwards, towards the heaven. The shoulders relax. The arms are soft at the sides of the body, and the hands are open. Let the jaw relax. Allow the eyes to soften. Take a big inhale and sigh it out. And then allow yourself to seal the lips and find your own rhythm of breathing. Noticing your breath this morning or whatever time of day it is. And as you breathe, allow the shoulders to stack over the hips. The chest opens. The ribs spread. Your breath moves down into the lower portions of the lungs, and the diaphragm presses down on the contents of the abdomen, allowing the belly to expand on the inhale. On the exhale, the belly draws back towards the spine. The pelvic floor gently lifts. Bring the hands to the lower dantian. Allow them to rest comfortably in this area, about 3 finger widths below the navel and 3 finger widths inside of the body. And encourage your breath to draw downward on the inhale. On the exhale, the pelvic floor gently lifts as the abdomen draws back towards the spine. Discover your rhythm of breathing. Throughout our practice, we find many movements that incorporate the larger muscles and more of that yang energy, that outward, upward, expansive energy. As you stand in stillness, you embrace the yin component, the quiet, the inward, sinking, supportive. Allow the breath to sink downwards into the lower dantian, calming the nervous system and stimulating the flow of qi through the body. Let the arms come down to the sides and start to make circles with the wrists. Move the fingers, let them get involved. It's like a little interpretive dance. The arms start to get involved. It's as though the movement just moves up the arm from the fingers. And then the shoulders get involved. Find some shoulder rolls. Allow yourself to go one direction and then the other. And allow your shoulder girdle to move one way and then the other. Notice the movement come downwards into the waist and into the hips. Allow a little bit of movement so that you're finding a funky dance. Notice the stretching in the sides of the body, the back of the body. And then begin to sway a little bit more. Allow yourself to sway. Bend one knee a little deeper and then the other. As you turn and you sway, the hands could still be doing stuff. They don't have to stop. They can be part of your funky dance. But imagine that you are moving through water as you find a little movement through the body. And then come to standing still. Let the hands come to the hips. Walk the feet a little closer together so that they're about hip width. Then shift the weight over to the right leg. Press into the right foot and imagine that there are roots coming out of the bottom of the foot straight up the leg. Your torso is an extension of the leg. Allow the left foot to come out to the side and make circles with the ankle and circles with the foot. Rolling around on the toes, finding some movement in that leg, movement in the hip, and in the knee, and the opposite direction. And you're encouraging that connective tissue that is throughout the body to find a little bit of movement, a little bit of elasticity. We get kind of stiff when we wake up. Shift or bring that foot back in and shift the weight to the left. And take a moment to stack the shoulders over the hips. Feel nice and sturdy through the leg as the right leg comes out and makes those similar kinds of movements. One direction and then the other, however it feels right. As your hands on your hip, you might feel some of these connecting points as the leg moves around. And then back to center, both feet hip width distance. Bring the arms down to the sides. Find mountain pose. Let the fingers press downwards towards the earth. Find a big inhale and let it go. Raise the arms up overhead, palms face each other. Extend through the fingertips, extend through the spine. Allow the crown of the head to continue to lift upwards. Bring the palms together, let the thumbs come to the center of the chest. Take a big inhale and let it go. Another big inhale and release. Reach the the arms overhead, standing sun salutations, palms through center, fold all the way down. Halfway lifted spine and pause. Take a moment to allow the shoulders to move away from the ears. Press your weight towards the back of each foot. Allow a slight bend in the knee, and the hands could come to the thighs, they could come to the shins. The crown of the head is an extension of the spine as the abdomen draws inwards towards the spine. Find your breath. Take another big inhale. Exhale, fold. Let the hands come lower on the legs. Allow the head to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And allow the hands to go wherever they feel comfortable on the body. Another inhale, bring the torso upwards, making an L shape or so, and fold. And this time, find that halfway lift and pause. Let the hands come up to the hip creases. Hold on to the legs, and then roll to standing very slowly from there. Let the chin tuck towards the chest as you come upwards, the shoulders forward, pressing into the feet, nice and strong. The legs straighten a little more. Shoulders up to the ears. They roll down the spine, and the head comes up, it floats to the top, mountain pose. And let it go. Back to a Qigong stance. The feet shoulder width distance. Find that softness. It's beneficial to shift from that more rigid posture to something a little softer. And bring your hands in front of you and rub the hands together. Get them nice and warm. And take your hands and just allow them to come to the face and sort of smooth the forehead out. Take a little time to smooth the forehead. And so you're giving yourself this little facial massage. Come down the sides of the face to the temples. If you're like me and you have glasses on, kind of go underneath the glasses and just be intuitive. Allow there to still be a softness through the stance as you come to the jaw. And you massage down the jaw to the chin, wherever it feels good. Coming to the ears. Allow each ear to be gently pulled away from the scalp, working your way up and down the ear. Still breathing nice and naturally as you do this, encouraging the flow of blood, of lymph, of energy through the body. And make little fingertips and start to tap on the crown of the head. From the top of the head down to the back of the head and to the sides. And take your time tapping on all of these different points and different meridians, different channels of energy that reside on the head. Just find your way and above the ear, tapping around the ear, down to the back of the neck. And then this area between the trapezius and the skull, these little points, find them and just massage this area here as well. And this point is a gallbladder point that's associated with your Wei Qi, or protective Qi. And the idea is that as the weather gets colder, it's important to keep that area covered to keep you nice and well. And tap down the back of the neck to the shoulders, and then underneath of the collarbones. Give them a little tapping underneath, stimulating some of those lymph nodes under the collarbones, that duct, very important with the lymphatic system. And then take a fist and give your sternum a little tap. Very gently up and down. Making your way to your shoulder, doesn't matter which one. And going up and down the yang portion of the arm, so the outside. up and down a few times, the top of the arm. And you could use a fist or you could use a hand, just patting up and down the arm. You could massage up and down the arm. There are so many different ways to do it, and I encourage you to see what you like best. Come to the other side, the yin side, the yin aspect of the arm. And of course, yin and yang can only be understood in relation to each other. You can't have an inside without an outside. Come to under the arm, up and down the side of the body, into the ribs. And then to the other side, taking a fist, not on the neck, but right on the shoulder, up and down the outside, the yang aspect of the arm. Again, using a loose fist or using a hand or maybe massaging, getting things moving around. This is a great practice to do in the mornings. And to the inside, up and down the inside of the arm. You could use that fist, you could use a hand, you can alternate. And to the inside of the body, to the side, to the ribs. And then to the abdomen. I'm taking the hands, just let one hand be on the top, the other on the bottom, and start to make circles. Make them towards the right to begin. So I am mirroring you. Making circles all across the abdomen, up to the ribs. Switch hands and go in the opposite direction. So now you're going down to the left. The way that your large intestine travels. I want to encourage that, especially, this time of day. And then take your hands again and begin to pat on the hip creases. This is a place where it could utilize a little bit more pressure. And then you're going to go down the inside of the leg and up the outside. So maybe patting, coming down the inside only as far as you are able to travel, being gentle at the knee, and around to the outside, coming up the outside, and even up to the hips, allowing yourself to give a little pound to the hips, up a little higher where it can handle it, and back to the inside. A few times, adding, having that intention of moving things around. When you feel complete, you can give it a stop and find your Qigong stance again. Allow yourself to readjust. Take a big inhale and let it go. Notice how your body feels after that activity. While the outside of the body is very yin and still at this moment, inside is extremely yang. There's a lot going on. Take a big inhale and let it go. Mountain pose again. Straighten out the legs, feel engaged and rooted. Feel the thighs lift up off of the knees. Allow the hips to draw inwards towards the center of the body. The arms extend downward. Arms reach up overhead, tall mountain. Palms come together, thumb knuckles to the center of the chest. Let the thumb knuckles press against the sternum. Take a big inhale. And let it go. Reach up on an inhale. Fold through center on an exhale. Move with your breath. Halfway lifted spine on an inhale. Fold on an exhale. Inhale, rise and reach up with the arms. However it works for you. Exhale, thumbs to the center of the chest. Once more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Move with your breath. Bend the knees as much as you'd like. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise and reach up with the arms, palms together, thumb knuckles to the center of the chest. Be here. Find your breath. Feel good where you are. We'll let the arms come down. Give yourself a little bit of movement in a funky dance. And we're finding warrior one to the right. Step the right foot forward, left foot back, and take your time finding this posture. And everyone who's here has found it in the past, and so you're finding it again. And I encourage you to take your time to allow the front knee to be over top of the ankle and allow the foot to really press downwards into the ground. The back leg is straight, the outside edge of the foot presses down into the ground. Let the shoulders stack over the hips. Find a stretch through the left hip flexor and decide if the feet would like to be closer together, because that's absolutely fine. Allow the hands to go wherever they would like to go. That could be at heart center, overhead, but allow the shoulders to relax and find a spot to gaze. Find your breath. And then straighten the front leg. Reach the arms up overhead if it feels good. And bring the hands to the hips, pyramid. If you have blocks, maybe having them handy so that they can go on either side of the foot. Lift the spine out from the hips, press into the front leg, and allow the knee to be slightly bent as you draw the right hip back and start to hinge forward over the leg. You could stay hinged, or you could bring your hands to blocks or to the ground. And I encourage you to allow yourself to adjust. If you have a chair, having the hands on a chair is a great option as well. Find your breath. And then slowly straighten back up. Left foot steps forward, mountain pose. Take a moment to rock from the ball of the foot to the heel. Hands come to the center of the chest. Reach up on an inhale, tall mountain, sun salutation, fold through center. Halfway lifted spine, fold. Rise and reach up with the arms, palms come together, thumb knuckles to the center of the chest. Take a big inhale and let it go. And turn to face the wide edge of the mat again. Let your feet be hip width distance from each other. Allow the hands to come to the lower dantian. And we're going to be pressing into the feet and feeling very rooted through the body as we step our way to the center of the mat. And I encourage you to just focus on the lower part of the body. Shift the weight over to the right leg. Let the left foot step out to shoulder width and shift to center, over to the left. Press into the left foot. Right foot steps in to hip width. Come to center and pause. Take a big inhale and let it go. Shift your weight over to the right. Left foot steps shoulder width. Shift your weight to center, over to the left. Step in, hip width feet. Take a moment to adjust them and pause. Find center. Take a big inhale. Let it go. Shift your weight over to the right. Last time, stepping out to shoulder width, come through center. Really press through each foot as you make your way to the other side. Stepping in, hip width. Pause, take a big inhale. Let it go. Relax the hands, give yourself a little movement. Find a Qigong stance, bringing down the heavens. Press into each foot. Let the palms come out to the sides. The crown of the head draws up towards the heavens. The root of the body shifts downwards, and you are that center point. 3 times, palms face up. Reach the arms overhead. Draw down the front of the body. Maybe find a bend in the knee. Arms extend up, down the front of the body. Arms extend up, down the front of the body. And when the hands come all the way down, allow them to rest. Take a big inhale and let it go. Making our way to warrior one on the other side. So if you have blocks and you want them to travel with you, bring them along. Step forward with the left foot, find a bend in the knee. Straighten the back leg, press the pinky edge down into the ground, and take a moment to find your footing. You're on this side now, and there are many differences. Allow yourself to shift. Let the tailbone sink down as the pelvic floor draws upwards. So there's this dynamic action of that lowering and lifting. The shoulders stack over the hips. Allow the front knee to be over top of the ankle. Allow your hands to go wherever they feel comfortable, and you know what's coming at this point in time. But it's still a different side, and honor that. Honor breathing and being here, having the comfort of knowing, combined with the new experience. Find your breath. If the arms are overhead, allow the fingers to extend a little bit more. The palms face each other. And straighten the front leg, pyramid. Extend the hands upward, fingertips upward. Let them come down to the hips. Press through the front foot and notice if your knee is coming out from the back of the leg, if you're hyperextending, and find a little bit of a bend in the knee to secure the joint. Allow this leg to be nice and strong. You could even stay here if you'd like and work on the legs, or lift yourself up out of the hips and begin to hinge forward. You'll notice your weight come towards the front leg and see if you can direct some of it towards the back leg. The hands could come down to blocks or down to the ground. There can be that soft bend in the knee. The head can bow forward. Find your breath. And slowly come back up to standing. Step the right foot forward. Mountain pose. Let the hands come to the center of the chest, finding that sun salutation. Reach the arms up overhead, extend, fold through center. Halfway lifted spine and fold. Rise and reach up with the arms, however it works for you. Palms together, thumb knuckles to the center of the chest. Take a big inhale and let it go. And now ragdoll. Let the feet come about shoulder width distance. The toes point slightly out away from each other, and just let the knees bend and the top of the body hangs downward. Take your time getting there. If you have blocks, you could place your hands on the blocks. You can relax the shoulders, shift a little from side to side, maybe allow each hand to reach into the opposite elbow crease, and you sway a little bit from side to side. Take your time
and find your breath. The crown of the head sinks downwards a little bit more, and the more bent the knees are, the more support is offered to the top of the body. Feel rooted through the base. See if the toes can come up off of the ground. And then gently relax them back down. Let the arms unwind if they're wound up, and slowly pull yourself up to standing, rolling upward if it's available to you, with the shoulders forward, the chin forward, the weight in the back of each foot, coming all the way up to standing shoulders, up to the ears. They roll down the spine. The head floats to the top. Take a big inhale and let it go. Sink the body down in towards the ground. And now turn to face the front. The feet hip width distance. Bring the hands to the lower dantian, making our way to center, using this idea of shifting the weight very mindfully from one leg to the other. Find your center of gravity. Let the spine be tall. Feel that lifting through the crown of the head. Shift the weight over to the left leg and imagine that your leg is like a tree trunk and the strength travels all the way up through the torso as the right foot steps out to about shoulder height, shoulder width. Come forward through center, find that center point and shift. Step in to hip width, find center and pause. Take a moment to really be aware of how your balance transfers. Shift the weight to the left. Right foot steps out to shoulder width, back through center. Take your time. Bring the left foot in, hip width, and be here a moment. Find your breath. Last time, shifting to the left, right foot steps to shoulder width, then come through center to the other side. Step in. Find that hip width distance. Take a big inhale and let it go. Let the feet come out to a Qigong stance. Shoulder width, a softness in the knees. Relax the top of the body. Hands remain on the lower dantian. And then let the palms face upwards. As you inhale, draw the palms up to the heart space. As you exhale, press them down, condensing the chi. Inhale and exhale. The idea of sinking the chi. As you inhale, any heaviness from the chest or the heart sinks downward where it can be processed by that major energy center, the dantian, the lower dantian. And that's where you have that fuel. It's kind of like you're stoking your fire. Condensing the chi so that it can circulate through the body. Find your breath. Maybe find a little bit more of a bend in the knee as you come downward. Drawing up, sinking down. 2 more times. Last time, coming up. Sink down and then finish coming up to the space around the heart. Let the palms face each other, the fingers relax. It's as though you're holding a little ball of light or a little ball of chi. Let the joints relax. On the inhale, open the hands. The exhale, close. Opening and closing. allow your breath to find a rhythm again. And it could be different than it was at the beginning of our time. And so allow yourself to explore how the breath feels. This movement is very soothing to the heart. It encourages you to deepen the breath, the diaphragm, all of this connective tissue within the organs. The diaphragm presses downward and it massages the sac surrounding the heart. It also massages the internal organs, strengthens the muscles supporting the spine, the diaphragm being one of them. Feel good about this movement. Allow yourself to expand and contract. Embrace that simplicity. And effortlessness. 2 more times, finishing on the close of the hands, open and close, open and close. Keep the hands here and turn all 10 toes to face towards the right. We're going to find a prayer wheel. So just allow yourself to find a stance that you can move a little bit. It feels so nice after we've been standing for a while to move the feet, to rock from the heel of the front foot to the ball of the back foot. Relax the shoulders, establish that stance, and then pause for a moment. Feel rooted through the body, especially through the center, to the lower dantian, and then begin to come forward with the hands. Draw them back into the body. Holding your little ball of qi. And it's like you're fortifying yourself. You're expressing yourself. As you expand outwards, you brighten, and as you come in, you strengthen. Condensing as you come in, expanding as you go out. Notice if you're leaning forward or backwards. Discover the effortlessness that comes from allowing the spine to be tall, allowing the arms to not have to go too far out from that center of gravity. Find an inhale and an exhale, knowing that whatever your rhythm is perfect for you right now. About 2 more times, if that's possible. Where to stop? I'll stop with the hands at the lower dantian. So whenever you stop, let the hands come in, let them rest one on top of the other, come back through center. Let the hands come away from each other. On the inhale, expand away from the body. Exhale, condense. Inhale, expand. Exhale, condense. Last time. Expand, relax the fingers and the thumb especially, condense, and bring the hands back to the lower dantian. Turn towards the left, find that stance. And notice again your desire to move forward into the future or back into the past, and keep yourself right in the present with a tall spine. Notice the rocking of the feet from the ball of the back foot to the heel of the front foot. And bring your hands in front and go in the opposite direction as you were going before. Find your breath. There's no right or wrong. Move slowly.
Allow the thumb to relax. Softness in the joints. Let your breath help to slow you down. And just a few more times. The palms of the hands facing each other, the fingers relaxed. And when you finish, let the hands come up to the chest. Bringing the hands so that they stack one on top of the other over the heart. And turn to face forward. Find a Qigong stance. Allow the shoulders to relax. Allow the eyes to be soft, the jaw to be soft. Find your breath. Feel good about soothing the heart, the Shen, the spirit. Let the arms come down to the sides. Bring down the heavens 3 times again before we move to the floor. Feel rooted through the bottom of each foot. Feel very secure and stabilized through the lower dantian, lifted through the bai wei, and through the palm of each hand, allow gong. Allow the movement to come. Let the palms flip, reach the arms overhead. On the inhale, exhale down the front of the body. Drawing in inspiration and information, that yang energy, filtering it through the body, just like you do with your breath, releasing what is not beneficial or needed. Last time, reaching up, drawing in, trusting your body is a very appropriate filter, and release. Give yourself a little movement through the wrists and the ankles, and then come to a seat with your feet together. So finding Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet come together to touch, and your knees could be up quite high. If you have a blanket, you could place it underneath of the hips. That might feel nice. And after all of our standing, it could feel very good to have the feet together, to have the legs sort of falling open. And it's okay if the knees are up a little further. The feet could even come out further from the body, but I encourage you to sit up nice and tall, to rock a little from side to side, and to even take the thumbs to the inside of each foot and give yourself a little bit of love on the bottoms of the feet, all of these different points on the bottoms of the feet. If you've ever had reflexology, if you've ever had acupuncture, you know maybe that the bottoms of the feet and the palms of the hands, the ears are like microcosms of the body. And so there are many points that are associated with different areas of the body. And so as you give yourself a foot massage, you're massaging your whole body, or at least the parts that your thumbs are going. And hold on to the ankle, sit yourself up nice and tall, take a big inhale, let it go. Hold on to the right ankle and let the left hand help the left knee up and extend that leg wide out to the side. You still have this cobbler's pose with your right foot. The heel of the left foot presses into the ground, the toes flex towards your face, and just turn towards that foot, finding a twist in the spine. Begin to bring the left hand down onto the leg wherever it feels comfortable, finding a stretch. The body starts to come down, the elbow starts to bend, finding this lateral stretch. Keep the right hip down onto the ground. Try to allow the knee to fall downwards, and maybe you lift the arm up overhead. Fingers extend towards the ceiling. You could turn the arm and the shoulder so the palm faces inward and reach a little bit more, getting this really nice stretch through the side of the body. Find your breath.
reach the fingers back up, come back up to a seat, lower the hand down. Bring both hands to the thigh above the knee and let the hands help you bend the knee. It seems very simple, but the simplest things can be very helpful. Allow the other hand, the right hand, to help you bend the leg and bring the foot back in for Baddha Konasana again, this cobbler's pose. Find a moment. Find your breath. And the right arm helps, the right hand helps the right leg. And then extend that leg out to the side for that wide-legged stance. You still have your one foot in cobbler's pose. Press through the left hip. Press through the right heel. Let the right toes flex towards your face. Turn a little bit towards that leg. And then bring the hand down wherever it lands. Begin to open up the left side of the body. You could hold on to the leg or extend the arm overhead, but see if you can allow the left hip to stay on the ground as you maybe turn the arm and reach over to get the big stretch. Your gaze goes wherever it feels comfortable. Try to relax the neck. Let the fingertips kind of guide you over to the side, and then reach the arm back up, lift, and come out of it. On both legs. Well, actually, let's go ahead and lift that leg up. It's good to get into the practice of doing that above the knee and bring it in, and then both legs come out in front. And give yourself a little movement. Windshield wipe the feet from side to side, the legs, let them move in the hip sockets. Flex the left foot. Press the left heel into the ground. Bring the hands to the right thigh above the knee and bend that leg. Bring it into the body. And at this point, you could turn, however you feel comfortable on your mat. Bringing the left leg or right leg into the body and allow it to sort of push against the ribs. Finding an open twist, very gentle. Hold on to the right leg with the right hand and start to twist towards the left, still pressing through the heel. Allow the spine to be nice and tall, lifting you up on the inhale with a gentle twist on the exhale. The left hand goes wherever it feels comfortable. And back through center. Let that leg extend. Press through the right heel, flex the right toes, hands come to the above the left knee and bend the knee and bring the foot in. However close it feels appropriate towards the body, and pushing against the ribs, pushing against the internal organs, again massaging things. Very simple simplicity that is good and very, very beneficial. Hold on to the left foot, left leg, turn towards the right. With this open twist, very gentle. Lift up on the inhale. See if you can find a little more length through the spine, a little more relaxation through the jaw as you turn. Find your breath. And back to center. Bend the other knee, both knees can be bent. Make your way onto hands and knees, tabletop. We won't be here for very long. The tops of the feet come to the ground, wrists underneath of the shoulders. Find length through the spine. Press through each finger knuckle. If the wrists are bothered, you could roll up the front of your mat, let the palms press into it and the fingers are off of the mat. That could feel better on the wrist, could offer a little less pressure. Find some cows and cats. On the inhale, open up the front of the body, extend, maybe you look up. Exhale, let the tailbone lead the spine. Drawing through the center, bring the chin towards the chest. Really pull through the area between the shoulder blades. Lift up, open the front of the body. Lower. And move with your breath. See if you can slow your breath down. See if you can imagine yourself moving each vertebrae individually, caring for the spine, stretching the connective tissue all around the body. And find one more cow and one more cat. Return to a neutral spine. And if it feels appropriate, downward facing dog or puppy pose. Tops of the feet for puppy pose could come onto the ground. The arms extend with the chest coming through the arms, getting a big stretch through the armpits. And downward facing dog, the same sort of thing happens. The toes curl under. The feet are hip width distance. Maybe pedal out the knees, the heels, move from one side to the other. Let the neck relax. Find your breath. Press through each finger pad, regardless of which posture you're in. Allow the area between the first finger and the thumb to really press downward. Draw the abdomen in towards the spine. Find your breath. And then if you're in downward facing dog, lower the knees back down. And wherever you are, walk the hands up towards the knees. Find a seat. Come onto your back. And let the feet come to the mat. And then the knees come into the chest. Rock from side to side. Allow the low back to make contact with the ground. Let the shoulders relax and roll the knees around. The knees together, hands on the knees, roll them in one direction, making circles with both knees in the same direction. Find your breath and see if your breath can help you to guide the legs around as you make big circles with the knees in one direction. And the feet are relaxed. And you're rolling on the tailbone, extending the legs away, bringing them back in. Then in the opposite direction. Again, just allowing your breath to be nice and slow and tranquil. Now bring the knees into the chest. Give them a nice hug. Feet come down to the mat, finding a supine twist, and any variation of your preferred twist lying on your back is absolutely fine. And you could, though, put your arms into cactus arms, allow the shoulders to relax, the palms to face up, the feet mat width distance, and both knees fall over to the right. For myself, finding cactus arms allows me to really relax my shoulders. It allows me to really relax the hands, especially the mound of the thumb. Let the jaw relax and the chin come slightly towards the chest. Bring the knees back to center and let them fall over to the left. Notice which arm you're maybe putting a little bit of tension into and ask it to relax. Ask the shoulders to relax. Find softness. Feel supported. The knees come back to center. And coming into final relaxation posture, decide how you prefer to do that. If you like to have the feet mat width distance with the knees falling against each other, that can be quite nice in a supported, relaxed posture. Or maybe bring the hands underneath of the hips and press the bum away and extend each leg. That can be nice for the low back. If you have a bolster, you could place it under the knees or a pillow under the knees. Any way that it feels appropriate. Allow yourself to find this relaxed posture. Allow the pelvis to relax. The abdomen falls gently downward towards the spine, supported across the back of the body. The abdomen relaxes. The chest relaxes. The collarbones sink downward as the shoulders soften. The arms and legs are heavy. The neck is long. The chin tucked ever so slightly downward to lengthen the back of the neck. The jaw relaxes. The ears release downward. The scalp relaxes. The forehead smooths just as you smoothed it earlier. Imagine again the sensation of the fingers and the hands moving across the skin on the face, and imagine them moving across the face at this moment, helping you to relax the bridge of the nose, to relax the cheeks, the jaw. The breath is tranquil and natural, moving in and out through the nostrils. This very yin state following much activity, helping to balance the body. Notice again the sensation of the air moving in and out through the nostrils. Notice the rise and fall of the belly. Feel supported. Take a big inhale and sigh it out of the mouth, cleansing breath. Allow your breath to deepen. Bring small movements into the fingers and the toes. Rotate the wrists and the ankles. And let your movements come in closer to the body like they did at the beginning. Find then a full body stretch. Extend the arms overhead. Bend the knees and roll over to your side. Taking your time coming up to a seat. The tailbone sinks down into the ground. The crown of the head draws upwards.
Let the shoulders stack over the hips. Take another big inhale. Let it go. Let the arms come out to the sides. And palms face up. Reach the arms overhead. Palms come together. Thumb knuckles to the forehead. Your thoughts calm, confident, and compassionate. Draw a line down to the heart. Offer kindness to yourself. Allow it to be part of each interaction throughout your day and week. The light in me sees and honors that light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for spending this Tuesday morning with me and coming into your practice. I certainly appreciate it. And I'm hitting the stop record button